gonna be another one of those videos, guys. And I think I'm gonna stick with iPhone. Welcome back to yet another video. Literally just filmed this one right after the iPhone. Guys, we gotta have a talk about Android. You guys, remember back in 2012 when Android was literally just Android, when they were pioneering, innovating, making some good stuff? Remember the good days when Android was actually considered to be the best at making devices actually good phones? Well, we're in 2018. If you guys haven't seen a video I did a couple weeks ago or a week ago, I'm going to leave that right in the corner here. I want you to check it out, and I have my opinion. I told Android makers to stop making iPhones. Well, I'm going to show you an image on screen right now, a leaked image of the Motorola One Power phone. So, take a look at it. Let me know. Clearly see this phone has a very, very weird looking design. It looks like it was taken from a very certain device that I happen to have already known. They even took it all the way down to the freaking wallpaper. Guys, this is it. This is it. I'm drawing the line. I've had enough of this shit. Android makers, what are you doing? Like, what the hell is wrong with you people? How have you gotten this far? You were literally 2 years ago making innovative phones. Like, have you lost it or something? Why are you taking the iPhone 10 design and putting it everywhere? And I'm not bashing this phone, I'm bashing the other phones. The OnePlus 6, the LG T, whatever the fuck it is, the Huawei phones, P20, P20 Pro. Every smartphone flagship device are basically iPhones. They're basically iPhones that people cannot afford. You're making iPhones at this point. What happened to being innovative? What happened to the whole coming up with the bezel design? Right now in the market, there are only two phones, the Vivo Nex and the Oppo Find X. Everyone but them have an original design. Those two are the only leading Android makers that literally have good phones. Even though they may not have the best features, they have something original. They didn't take the iPhone 10 notch design. And let's talk about Android itself. If you look at Android, the software, Android P, they even acknowledge that you can have a notch. You can have two notches on the device. And it literally allows you to do gestures, just like a certain phone I know. Like, how did we get here? Like, Android makers, why are you taking the iPhone 10 design? You're not making anything better. There are other companies that I didn't even talk about in the last video and in this video. There are other companies that make Android phones, and they literally are just pieces of shit companies, but they're doing the same thing, but get no bigger. They are still where they at, and they make terrible phones because they're stealing designs. I said it before, I am all for Android. I have been a fan of Android. I have tried to stay away from bashing them because I respect what they do. But when you go and physically and literally design a device that is literally a 1-to-1 scale replica of the iPhone 10 notch, plus the camera, everything else, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to sit down and be like, Apple's the best? And I'm not like saying Apple's any better. Apple's the one that started this. Okay? They're the one that put the notch on the phone, but it's your fault because you're the lead designers. You're the ones taking the design and putting it on your phone. So in a way, Apple is only a portion to blame. You're the one that makes the choice to put the notch on the phone. And it's not like, it's also, look at the Google Pixel 3 XL. Actually, I take that back. I actually wouldn't include that on this list because the Pixel 3 XL is just too hideous. But do you see what I'm saying, guys? Android phone makers, they are literally running out of ideas. What happened to the innovation? What happened to doing your own thing? What happened to actually wanting to show that you had more to offer than just the iPhone? Now you're literally making cheap iPhones. Actually, as a matter of fact, I take that back because some of these phones are actually priced at around the same for an iPhone. So, you're just making iPhones. There's nothing innovative, there's nothing creative, there's nothing remotely good about it. You're taking the notch, you're taking the design of the 10 and putting it on your flagship device and saying that's original. What? Like, I was ready to do this video calmly. Like, I was literally 2 seconds ago, you saw me. I was calm and I was peaceful. But Android has reached the limit. This has gone far enough. I was like, the price that you pay for the Android to get a cheap iPhone, you can literally pay to get the iPhone 10. Because that's the way it's going. Because the Note 9 is the only Android phone I would recommend today. And the Galaxy. I would recommend those two and the Oppo and the Vivo if they ship in America. I think the Oppo ships in America. But the point I'm trying to get at is the only Android phone company that literally makes a good phone is Samsung. And the Google Pixel 2 and 2 XL. I will not recommend the 3 or anything because, first of all, the prices that you pay for them is the same price you could pay for an iPhone 10. They're basically giving you a cheap knockoff of the iPhone 10. So the price you pay for that, you could basically go out and get an iPhone 10. So what are you doing? Android P features gesture device just like the iPhone 10. They're literally borrowing the gestures from iOS. Now you can sit here and say there were other phone devices that did this, but who's the major company that's pioneered, that's starting this trend? Apple. So you could sit here and say, oh, we have to blame Apple. They're the one that did this. No. You're the company that literally saw the device and you made a choice to take their design and put it on. You're the one with creative decision. Apple's not putting a gun to your head and says, put our design on your phone. There are lower companies right now that nobody's heard about that are literally making iPhone 10 knockoffs and they literally are getting nowhere. I've had enough of this. I've tried so passionate to literally get some spark of hope for Android when I saw the Oppo Find X and the Vivo Nex. And now to see that they're just stealing designs and they're doing this, literally I think they're doing this on purpose because there's no other reason you would do the iPhone 10. Like, who wants a notch on the phone? We're supposed to get bezel-less. You're going to put a notch on a phone and tell me there's something innovative about that? With the exception of the iPhone 10? No. So, that's it. I've reached my bottom line with Android. I tried. If you notice my lineup with this, I may have it bad for Galaxy, but here's the thing. Samsung actually makes a good device. They make good the hardware. They make a hell of a device. And on top of that, they may not be as innovative, but here's the thing. They know not to steal other people's designs. They may steal features and shit, but they actually can make one hell of a device. So from this point on, I'm not recommending any Android company except for Samsung. That's it. I'm officially done with every other Android company. I can't take it anymore. Every day I look around and all I see are knockoffs of the iPhone 10. So that's all I have to say. I'm officially done with Android. Now, you guys that are watching this video, you guys can tell me, say, oh, you're biased. You're an Apple fanboy. You're saying all this. Guys, I literally have a Galaxy S8. I've been using that phone for 2 years. I have an iPhone 10 as well. I use both devices, so I know Android. As a matter of fact, I literally have an Android downstairs. That was my first phone ever. So, I know about Android enough. So, I'm not trying to be biased. I'm just saying what I see. And the truth is, they've run out of ideas. Okay? If the Google Pixel 3 XL can feature that ugly, hideous notch on their phone and say that that's innovative, and it has its fucking chin at the bottom, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? So that's it. Alright? Let me know down below, what do you think? Do you think I'm right for saying this? Do you think I'm wrong? This is the last time I'm going to say this, but that's all I gotta say about Android. I'll just cover the Google and Samsung, that's it. And hell, I may have bashed Galaxy for the speaker, but I never bashed them for their phones, because their phones are awesome. That's all I gotta say. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. Like I always say, thanks for watching, and peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.